All right, let's just jump right in. We've all felt it, right? The way we shop has been completely turned on its head in what feels like the blink of an eye. You know, what used to be a whole weekend event at the mall is now just a few taps on our phone. So in this explainer, we're going to break down that massive shift in retail, and we're going to focus on the one central force that really changed everything, the Amazon effect. So, what was it? What really killed that classic weekend shopping trip? Was it just that we got lazy and wanted more convenience? Or was there something deeper going on? Well, to get to the bottom of this whole retail revolution, we've got to start with the people who led the charge, an entirely new kind of shopper. Yeah, say hello to the digital natives. We're talking about millennials and Gen Z. These are the folks who grew up with the internet literally in their pockets. And they didn't just use new tech, they came to the table with a completely different rulebook, a whole new set of demands. Just look at how different their shopping journey is. It's not some straight line from A to B anymore. It's all over the place. They might start researching something on their phone, then expect to use something called BOPUS, which stands for Buy Online, Pick Up in Store, just to get it faster. Or they'll do the total opposite, something called SISBO, See in Store, Buy Online, where they go check out a product in person and then hunt for a better deal online. And they're even expecting some pretty futuristic stuff, like using augmented reality to try on clothes without ever stepping foot in a dressing room. It's all about this seamless blend of the physical and the digital worlds.
And you can bet retailers are paying attention. 93%. Just think about that number for a second. That's how many are scrambling to develop a digital transformation strategy. They get it. They know the old way of doing things is over, and they are racing to adapt before they become a relic of the past. So, if these new shoppers were the spark, Amazon was the earthquake. The Amazon effect. It's so much more than just a popular website. It's a complete demolition and rebuilding of what we, the customers, expect, from that very first click all the way to that box landing on our doorstep.
And this right here is the heart of it all. The Amazon effect wasn't just one single thing. It was this lethal combination of convenience, personalization, and mind-blowing speed that just created an entirely new standard for everyone else. See, Amazon didn't just build an online store, they literally rewired our brains to expect more.
Let's just track how they built this empire of expectations. It actually started way back in 1999 when they patented one-click buying, basically removing all the annoying friction from shopping online. Then fast forward to 2006, Fulfillment by Amazon comes along and basically weaponizes logistics, turning it into a service anyone could use. And by 2019, they made one-day shipping the new normal, setting a pace that honestly, most competitors are still struggling to keep up with.
So the first pillar of this whole thing, total absolute convenience. Why would you go to a store when the store can come directly to you? That exact thinking is why a whopping 67% of millennials now say they'd rather shop online. Amazon didn't just offer an alternative, they made online the default choice.
Then there's the second pillar, radical personalization. You know what I'm talking about. Amazon's recommendation engine. It feels like it knows what you want even before you do. And that trained all of us to expect it everywhere. That's why over half of all shoppers, 56%, are more likely to go back to a site that gives them good recommendations. It's not just a store anymore, it's your own personal shopper.
And the third pillar, and this one might be the biggest game changer of them all, is logistics. Fast, reliable, and usually free shipping went from being a nice perk to a non-negotiable part of the deal. This forced literally every other retailer to completely overhaul how they get stuff from a warehouse to your house. It became one of the main battlegrounds for our loyalty.
Okay, so you're a retailer. You're facing this new world. You basically had a choice, adapt or die. Well, they chose to fight back. They started meeting disruption with their own disruption, and that sparked a full-blown tech revolution across the entire industry.
And guess what? It's actually working. This isn't just about having flashy tech for the sake of it. 63% of mid-sized retailers are already seeing their revenue and profits go up because of these digital investments. The tech revolution is really paying off.
So what are they actually spending their money on? This chart paints a pretty clear picture. The biggest priorities are the foundational technologies. You see cloud computing way up at the top at 69%. That gives them the massive, scalable backbone they need. And right behind that is advanced analytics, so they can finally start to make sense of all this new customer data they're collecting.
I love this slide because it just breaks down how all these complex parts actually fit together. Think about it like building a house. The cloud is the foundation, right? It has to be massive and scalable. Big data, well, that's the lifeblood, all the information flowing through the system.
AI acts as the brains, making all the smart decisions. And then the Internet of Things, or IoT, that's the bridge that connects all this digital intelligence to the physical store with things like smart shelves and sensors.
So where is all of this tech actually taking us? When you put it all together, what does the future of shopping really look and feel like? Well, it might be a lot closer than you think.
This comparison just lays it all out, plain and simple. On one side, the traditional store, manual checkouts, guessing at what to stock, and on the other, the autonomous store. We're talking about walkout technology where you just grab what you want and leave. Inventory is managed by AI so they never run out of your size, and you might even have robots helping you find things on the shelves. It is a complete and total overhaul.
And this innovation is just exploding across 6 main areas. We've talked a bit about autonomous stores in robotic assistants, but there's also augmented shopping, where digital information is layered right on top of the physical world, and something called converged commerce, which is really the ultimate goal here, blending the online and in-store experience so perfectly that they feel like one single thing.
And look, this isn't just some far-off theory. Here's a killer real-world example for you. The brand Coach put augmented reality mirrors in its New York store, letting people virtually try stuff on, and they saw a 50% jump in foot traffic. 50%! That is a massive, tangible result from using this new tech. It just proves that when you do it right, technology can create an experience people will actually leave their house for.
And so that brings us to one final big question. The lines are blurring everywhere you look. Physical stores are turning into these entertainment experiences, and websites are becoming these hyper-intelligent personal assistants. In this brand new world, what actually earns your loyalty? Is it still the best price? Is it the fastest shipping? Or is it the most amazing, unforgettable in-store experience? The retail revolution is officially here, and it's forcing every single one of us to redefine what it even means to be a customer.